All right, we're going to explore another round of AI music generators. Now, I came across a few new ones. Some of them I saw promoted on YouTube, some on Instagram. So we're gonna we're gonna compare three of them together with a prompt I'm playing around with. Because again, when you're creating music with AI, you have to understand the genre, types of beats, the speed of the beat, sometimes the instruments you want included in there, um, even in the style. And if you can get it perfectly without the AI generator recreating your prompt, it comes out beautifully. Now, sometimes you might have to research your favorite song or your favorite beat and find out what beats. Or sometimes what I like to suggest is, if you still use your music producer software, just go through all the list of beats that's in there. You can even look at packages or, loop packages and see some of the names that's used and then input those names in a prompt and then see what you get. But anyway, sorry about my voice. It's a little raspy. But today we're going to check out Mozart. I think I played around in here one time. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Um, we have Google Flow. I saw this. I think it was somebody's YouTube channel critique. I didn't even watch it. I just saw the headline and I was like, yeah, let me check this out because what I noticed, Google started adding a music generator in their AI tool, at least the chat bot. And I played with it. It's not too bad. You only get like I think 30-second clips on the free end. I haven't even paid for a subscription yet. I've just been using the free models to test, what I can generate, and then I just expand on it as much as I can. And to be honest, if you can do that, you're pretty fucking good without spending too much of a dime. The caveat is, you do have to wait a month. So I will explain how I get around that with a little more speed in production in another video. The next one, let's see, it's Tunee. Now, I saw Tunee promoted, I believe it was on Instagram. I haven't really even tried it, so I'm not sure how this will fare. But again, we're going to try and compare all three, and we'll see the results and the rating on how each one performed. Now, I have some prompts in my clipboard. I'm going to go ahead and pull up one that I was playing around with. Let's see this. I think it was this one. So, and I actually enhanced it later because again, I was playing around with this prompt. I think it was this one mainly. I said techno from 90s, and I think I added, let's see here, 200 beats per minute. Yeah. Um, and the result I got was very interesting. And to be honest, I did a 30-second track. It's not even a loop. I guess you could say it could be a loop, but it's really more of a 30-second track. So I'm gonna use it as an intro. And I was shocked. Like it performed. Again, I was just playing around. I'm not gonna say which AI tool yet because again, we're gonna focus on these three right here. All right. So let's see. Acid techno from the 90s. Actually, you know what? Now, what's interesting with this one, I noticed it has a producer generator and then a composer. Like I said, I did play with it a little bit, and I noticed you have to go into the composer. So I haven't tried this one, say, at all, but let's see what it does. Yeah, this is more like the chatbot producer, pretty much. So Let's see what it's doing. Oh, it's actually creating a song. Okay. So it generated a prompt for me and it's going ahead to generate it. So, all right. So while it's doing that, we're going to copy this prompt. We're going to go into Tuney. You could add a file. I think you can add a file for free. Now, that, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was impressive straight out the gate. Like I said, um, Flow AI, it was pretty good. This is the full scale generator for Google. So if you are trying to shift away from Suno, with I'm pretty sure everybody's been seeing the headlines on Suno's been in a copyright battle since I believe that let's see, I think they got hit the second or third year, but it seemed like and this seems to happen a lot when a startup company comes up, they always get hit with some complaint once they get popular. Some complaint. It never fails. So, and that's kind of what happened with Suno. It's crazy how that is. And again, everybody. So I actually saw a video on AI. I think around 23. This guy did a deep dive commentary on AI, and he basically flat out explained that AI generally infringes on copyrights because it's got to pull information off the internet. So anything you have on the internet is pulling from it. You can't do nothing about it. Not to mention anything you upload is almost technically no longer yours anyway. Those companies can do whatever they want with your information. And yes, Facebook got in trouble with it for sharing it to somebody else, but technically, once your stuff is on their server, they can do whatever they want with it. And and that's the thing that kind of allowed AI to do what it can do now. And people's been complaining and complaining, bro. Like, hey, like they always say, read the fine print. I don't. I just know the consequences. So I don't even waste my time to fine print. I already know. Yeah, this country is capitalist for a reason. All right, anyway, so on Toonie, typical setup, but this one allows you to add the file. I think you could do it for free. Now, keep in mind, I think I actually tried this with a generator. I don't remember which one. I uploaded a samples track and I found that it doesn't exactly replicate the style still because of the copyright problems in this country. So it's almost pointless to upload an inspiration song. And then I also noticed, and it might have been a tuning, they actually show you a sample of how it works. So take it as you may, just a heads up, it's fair warning. Don't expect your uploaded song to be a direct copy. It's going to spin it into something else and maybe have nuances from it. Because again, AI music has been hit really heavily with copyright problems more than video. And video is getting hit too, but to be honest, most of the video renderings I've seen coming out of China more than America is getting away with it because China doesn't have copyright issues like that. They're over there, they sharing content, they don't care. They look at inspiration as a way to get ahead. And honestly, it works. I'm gonna be real. Believe it or not, agree with me or not, inspiration gets you ahead. They do it here in this country, but they do it in a sneaky way. And it's yeah, anyway. So you got your model. I'm not sure. I don't really mess with the model adjustments too much, but I believe this would probably pull from the like the genre. And again, and I don't mess with the genres because when I make my music, I mix genres. Like I'm looking for an original creation, and I trust me, I give AI a hard time. It takes a lot of generations to get what I want, and that's another reason why I use the free tools first. And then you have the types of models. You have Morika. I used them before. They really like them too much. Tempolar, never heard of them. And then Minimax. Trying to think. Actually, you know what? I actually think I tested Minimax. Yeah, I tested them on my other laptop. I might have to do a video on that. I'll give my thoughts on that. Anywho, um, that again, that's the basics. So let's go ahead and try this, and then we hit generate. And again, it's going to take away from my credits. I have 100 right now. And oh, some music generators are now adding where you can pull images in and create a music video, or you can actually create a song from the image, which I haven't tried yet. There is one image I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna do it later. Let's see, pure acid rave. Now, this is what's interesting. It's asking me what type, and I guess that's pretty cool because one thing that I know Copilot does this a lot, and at times it gets annoying, But I get it. It wants to be absolutely sure. I ask you about other nuances you can add in there that you may not have thought of or whatever. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Let's see here. HTML 303 and 909 assault, no vocals, just a squelching bass line driving. This might be. We're gonna try this one. Um, if I do this again, I'll probably do this one. Vocal rave. Yeah, if you listen to rave, you should understand this one. And then you have this one version of each. But that's gonna be 4 generations. But we're not gonna do all that. Let's go with this one for right now. Um, yeah. Although I'm kind of curious. I wonder how many points. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do it. All of them. All right. Now it says, let me know I'm a free tier user. Just know the music generation models available to free tiers should handle this fine for a single track list. All right. So while that's working, we're gonna jump over to Mozart AI. This one looks like you have to sign in. Uh, wait, what the fuck? Welcome back. And I do think I did try Mozart at one point. Mm, sometimes I don't like doing this. Metal. At least you can see what type of music genre I'm in. Drum and bass. I guess so. Techno. Oh man, you know what? I'd like ambient too. I'm into ambient. Drum it. Now keep this in mind. You see these three? They're kind of one and the same. If you're into electronic music, you'll quickly find out drum and bass falls under techno, but they just separate it for those who just do drum and bass. And it's like I've heard drum and bass music. It's pretty boring. Just keep that in mind. This is more of the dance variant of techno, so this will be a little more faster than this one. Okay, but all this falls under electronic. So if you don't understand in general electronic music, it all started with this, then broke out into these two, and then this broke out to this, and then this broke out into like dubstep and all this, blah 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 blah. And now they mix it metal with kind of like metal with techno, with a little bit of drum and bass and EDM and blah blah. You get it. So yeah, keep that in mind. Like electronic music is very complex. It's as bad as all the multiple differences in religion. I'll just put it to you like that. All right, I guess and make music dog. Now, I used to do this, but now I do this. So actually, no, let's just do that right now. I used to do this. Everybody used to do this. Yeah, keep going. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am a producer. All right. If you don't know what to make, if you're just starting out, you're gonna be this. If you've been making music for a while, you'll be one of these two or one of these two. So, you know, I'm more of a producer and a beat maker, but more of a producer. Um, actually, and this is the problem. I mean, I could do all three. So let's just do this. This that's fine. Anyway, this is a little biased. All right. What the? I guess you gotta pick a no. So what are we doing here? It's not doing anything. What in the world? This is why sometimes I skip these intros. So asking questions about yourself. Okay, that's for AI. All right. So Hans 2.0, two free generations left. Interesting layout. If you want to get an idea of what people are generating, just play some of these. I'll leave it like that. I can tell you right now, when they say AI slop, yeah, but everybody has their taste. Okay. Now it appears this is not as free as most. So looks like, let's go through these. It's set to default. They pulling from 11 Labs. See, now that's cheating. Why I say that? 11 Labs is pretty fucking good. Like, it's pretty good. Huh. And see, yeah, that's kind of fucking crazy. That's crazy. Now, I'm assuming Mozart is using its own model. And then if you don't like it, you can go here. As you can see, it says versatile vocals and styles. And they're not lying. All right. Let's go with the let's just do this one. All right. We're not gonna do any lyrics. Instrumental. Let's see. It says auto. Okay, you can't change. It says inspiring, upload, audio. So yeah, it does the same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and oh, now this looks like this is for the lyrics. So that's your lyrics box, and this is your music prompt. All right. I'm not sure what to title it or whatever. All right, we're gonna create. See what we get. Oh, there's my two free generations. So that's it. So much for that idea. Oh, it's telling me I got one left. All right, cool. All right. So let's see who is finished. We have okay. Like it's still all right. This one, oh, it's still loading. All right, we'll wait a bit. We'll wait a bit. Let's see here. I like to check my statuses. Um, while that's generating, I've been watching. Actually, my laptops have been crashing lately, and it took me a while to figure it out. Then I realized what it was. It overheats despite I had my fans high. So what's been happening? Like I live in a desert, and even with the AC, it's too hot for the AC to keep up. Now I have three laptops. I have a dual receiver setup. Now you won't ask why do I have that? Well, if you're into audio, you'll figure it out. Okay. And then I have an equalizer. Now some people are like, oh, what the fuck is an equalizer? I'm gonna tell you right now, it's classic. Now, somebody else will say, well, you got equalizer settings in the software. True. But again, if you're into sound production, you'll know what I'm talking about. Besides that, I have two classic tower speakers, eights. I got four subs, two centers, and I got another two towers that I haven't hooked up yet. Oh no, one's hooked up, the other I haven't. And I got to hook up the other center. Now, the four subs, they're all hooked up. I'm telling you, when it comes to theatrical sound, theatrical, like no, IMAX level. I got it. With all that, it generated so much heat in the room. The laptops was overheating. I just recently realized it was the laptop, so I had to go into edit manual mode, and increase my fan speeds. This was like over 71 degrees Celsius. This was hitting like 50 to 60. So yeah, right now it's cool. Got my window open. Anyway, just wanted to digress while this finishes up. Look like these are finished. I only did three. Wait, what the fuck is that? Yeah, it only gave me three. Go figure. It wouldn't be able to do all four, I don't think. Oh wait, maybe it had all three. Anyway, okay. And is there? All right, so let's start with Mozart. Let's see what we got. That's 90s, all right. Gotta be a commercial. Now, if you know about 90s techno, I nailed it. You would wonder why, how. Well, of course, like I said, I used to make my own music. I used to use FL Studio, and you gotta know your beats per second. That's another key thing. If you want a fast-paced tempo, especially if you're doing um, death metal or metalcore or um, metal step or death step, you got to increase your beats per second when you're generating music. Because, in fact, just to make anything fast on a digital level, you have to adjust your beats per second. And when you're dealing with AI, if I'm not mistaken, I think the average beat per second per song is like 120. I think that's the default. And most of the songs I've heard seems to only stay at around 120, 180. It doesn't go any faster than that. I haven't heard anything this fast. Again, how I'm able to do it is because I understand my beats per second. And if you don't know about it, just play with the tempo. That's an idea, just play with tempo. But or just again, get like, you have D bass, FL Studio, and several others. Play with the tempo, see how it sounds. Take a regular track, 120 beats per second, and then just increase it. See how it sounds. But yeah, this is on point. I like that. This is definitely 90s. Another one. This is like that. That one has like that industrial movie style soundtrack right there. Yeah, this. Yeah. That's what's up. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see. Let's see what it cranks out with 11 Labs. Let's see here. Now, while that's doing that, let's slide over to Tunee. Let's see, Tunee. Let's see what you have. It's like some horror shit, but it does say hypnotic. I don't know. That's kind of slow. I said 200 beats per minute. That sounds like that's 150 or 100 for that matter. I don't know. For dark acid, come on now. All right, let's try next one. This one's got lyrics in it. This sounds 80s, bro. This sounds so 80s. What the fuck? Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. That's maybe it's 90s. It's definitely British. This has got to be a European model. This is like I said, I think I saw this on Instagram. And some of these models from overseas, they be on some stuff. I'm not gonna lie. In fact, I find that the foreign models are a lot more versatile, give you more free points to work with before you start paying for it. And it's a good incentive because like if you really want to go deep into like some really good quality stuff, you're gonna want to pay for it after you test it out. Some of the American models, it's like fuck you, you're gonna pay for this shit, and then you broke. You're already broke. This country's expensive, and like you're going broke. Fuck. That's why I haven't done any videos like hardcore videos off of the books I've written already. Like I have 5 books ready to go, like ready. And I cannot afford the subscriptions for the video. And some of them are expensive, even on the like the Chinese AI tools are just as expensive too. But like, man, and I'm out of work right now because of a hip injury. But uh, some of these foreign models, yeah, check them out. If you see anything advertised, just give it a try, test it, see how it sounds. Anytime you can get something free, do it right now. Now's the time. Excuse me. I don't know. This shit sounds more 80s and 90s. I hit the wrong fucking damn. I mean, I don't mean to act and sound like that, but I have this thing with classic music. Like, I guess with me, the music from the 80s and 90s had its own tune for what it was, but it's like it was slower. They had that organ, electronic sound back in the days and stuff, and it's even like hip hop. And yeah, it was up and coming for its time, but like you go back to listen to it, it's almost cringe unless you lay it against a video or a movie that has the pacing for it. Then it makes sense. If that makes sense. Music has I have to say music has really evolved to where it sounds amazing. Like film. Well, actually film I don't well, film evolved to a point and then 3D ruined it. Like inducting 3D into film ruined it. And then digital film kind of made it worse, but I think now 3D and digital just made it really bad because you lost the emotion and the characterization of characters that weren't human with puppetry. And there was moments where some things, if they were robotic or puppet, the way they moved, it was hilarious. Now that everything's digitized, it's they try to make everything so perfect and it just loses an emotion. If that makes sense. And then even people back then had to act with emotion and characterization. Now everything's bland. It's weird. So like music is still evolving in its weird way, but slowly, and it's amazing. And people are even trying to reinvent music themselves. And so I feel like with AI, yes, it's pulling from familiar sources and trying to remix it, but I hope it forces people to reinvent how to make music. At least for me, I'm reinventing music with it. So far, it's working. I mean, I have my own account on SoundCloud, and people so far like it. So anyway, but that is Tuney, everybody. Give a round of applause. So Google, let's see what Flow Music is offering for us. Yeah, that look, that's like, bro, I don't even have the words, bro. That damn, it's definitely 90s. It's got the flow, and it reminds me of that Florida basin. That's, bro. Google nailed it on this. This is not bad. Now again, their free model, which gives you 30 seconds, I was impressed. I'm glad someone had this as one of their YouTube channel reaction, because I was going to get to looking to see what the model was, but I've been busy just doing video commentaries, reactions, and stuff like that, and writing my books and stuff. So, and I'm also going back into learning code again. It's like the job market is total shit right now. Like forcing people to either learn AI. Well, it's not even AI coding or computing. It's more like AI fundamentals, because the senior engineers are already coding. Well, they're actually enhancing the code off of what was on the server and what was already an AI search engine. Because AI was not more than a search engine. So now all they did was just make it produce results. And now they're trying to make it produce itself as an agent. So that's all. So basically, the senior level people behind the scenes are just doing the same thing. They're just enhancing the code. I mean, it just kind of boils down to why everybody got laid off as entry level. But this is not bad. Like, um, I'm impressed. Last one. Yeah, man, that's impressive. Like, that's really impressive. To be honest, Google's on point. I don't know if they copied off anybody or learned from anybody, but hey, to be honest with Suno, Music GPT, I have a video on them. 11 Labs, and some of these other generators that are all over mobile, which they produce some decent music. Um, this is, man, impressive. This is really good. I mean, I can't say like it's better than, well, to be honest, on a free end, it's better than Suno. Surprisingly, I'm gonna have to show people why. But that gets me to do a comparison. Definitely. Back to Mozart. Let's see. Now this is with, let's see, the 11 Labs model. So let's see what we got. Yeah, these two first. Okay, a little slow riser. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. Damn, this is start off with that like rave club beat, bass drop. Not bad. So yeah, these three models did pretty good with that a little mashup of a prompt I have. I mean, it was basic because again, I all I have it do is just take acid techno from the 90s, throw it at 200 beats per minute, and then, and it's really basic. And then just generate. Did pretty good. Now you can go with something this um, complex or something even this complex. I will say this, and this is something to help you out. If you don't know what to create, you can at least take the genre, pick a year, and let it generate. If it shows you the generation, which this one does not, let's see here, open project. Let's see what we got here. And then that's generate. Yeah, doesn't look like it. All right, well, sometimes this says open project, but I don't see it doing anything. Probably already open. Now, some will show the details of the generation, some will not. So, again, prime example. Oops. If you have a generator that will show you the full generated prompt that it's using, and then even another one added to it, this might be the second one. Copy it, store it in whatever, Notepad, OneNote, hell. And look, on Windows, it's Windows V. You'll pull up your clipboard, okay? Pin it, just pin it. I'm not sure what it is for Apple, but if you're on an Apple or your iPad, because you can open these up in your browser, pull up your clipboard and then pin it. Android, same thing. Now with Android, depending on your keyboard, I use a Samsung. So with my Samsung keyboard, I can access my clipboard. I can pin them. So if you're on a Samsung, whether it's the tablet or your phone, copy it, open your clipboard, pin it, you save it, because then that way you have more details of that prompt. You can actually see the other beats, instruments, and styles, even the pacing. It'll give you an idea what it's using. Like this is using 909 drums, 303 bass line, raw rave energy. So it gives you an idea on the style it's generating. And you can repeat that, change it up, add stuff in there, you know, just, whatever you do, take all the examples from your generation that it's showing you and save it, because you're going to create a template. You need a template to even, move on to the next project. So keep that in mind, and then you'll get better and better at it. Because like when I first started generating prompts, I was like having a severe brain freeze because like I got used to actually creating from my mind visually. I had to visualize what I wanted to do, whether it was drawing, video, music, and then put it together. This is forcing people to learn how to type again, how to write, how to think in words and language, how to talk. They're starting to make where now you're talking to the AI, so now you have to learn how to talk again if you're not already talking to yourself and posting it on social media. So now, in my opinion, um, as far as best song, hold on, let me go through this again. This will be horror. In my opinion, and this is just what Mozart's own generator, I'll have to say this would be number one. This would be number two. And it's kind of a tie. But just from what I've heard so far and the tool that gave me what I wanted based on the prompt, which was I said techno with keyword 200 beats per minute. Mozart won this one. So this is number one for me. Number two and number three, which I don't know. I mean, I'll have to play around with Tuney. I mean, I can still do something with these, but I don't know, it sounds a little outdated. I'll just say that much. And it looked like it used the Marika version 9, so I don't know. Anyway, sometimes you get what you get with the free prompts. I mean, free models. But try to use it the best way you can, because you'll get some good music out of it if you know what you're doing. Definitely get some good music. So that's all for today. I will drop some more videos. In fact, I'll go back and listen to my suggestions I said in this video. I'll probably pull some videos from those suggestions. And I'll see you guys on the next music AI tutorial.